Hello, everybody from around the world. This is Samson coming to you from Los Angeles. And
this is
welcome to the
Voss.
webinar. And today, my partner in crime is Voss from Long Beach, California. Hi, Voss. How are you?
I'm well, Samson. How are you?
Good. You're looking handsome, buddy.
You too. You too. I gotta, look good because you're online too.
Oh, well, there you go, right? Well, I also want to welcome all the folks from around the world. I was just looking at my list a little bit earlier. We have people logging in from all over the world today. From North America, we have Toronto, Canada, Calgary, Canada, Vancouver, Canada, Alberta, Canada. Well, Calgary is in Alberta. All over, and then all over the U.S. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Texas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and then we have our good friends in Malaysia and Singapore also logging in. And if you are from anywhere else, let us know. It looks like we might have somebody also from Quebec. So great to have everybody from around the world. Just look at the list there. So Voss, today we have something exciting planned.
I do.
Think for me, last week me and Robert, we did talk about the cash promotion that's going on in our business, right?
Mhm.
But last week was a lot about mindset. And this week, I want to break it down to even more basic level. So Voss, I'm glad to have you here on today. And what we're gonna do?
Today I think as you just said, let's take it down to the basics. What does it take? Like, there's a huge cash promotion, Samson, up to $6,000 US.
Woo.
I call that free spending money and summer money, right? Get all the bathing suits, swimming trunks, whatever you need, right, for the summer.
Yeah.
And I believe by going simple, what I mean is really how simple is it to achieve this promotion of $6,000? I mean, I don't know if anybody's allergic to money. Anyone out there? I don't know. But yeah, I want to take it down so people can understand how simple it is, where to find the information, what does it look like, and that's what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, and today we definitely want to break it down to the very, very basic of what exactly we need to do to reach it. Okay, so maybe Voss, if you don't mind, maybe take 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe you can go over the promotion with them. Is that good?
Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. Now, by the way, make sure you guys have pen and paper handy. Not only that, you could actually chat any questions you may have, any concerns, where to find the information. So make sure you put that up there so we can get that answered for you. So it makes it a lot easier to do the business, right? All right. So let's talk about these promotions. So building from promotion to promotion and a $6,000 cash bonus. Now I have to ask you guys, how many of you guys want $6,000? I know I do, right? So it's really about taking our business to the next level. So let's talk about Shoot for Sapphire 2021. It's an amazing promotion that Janess has put together for us, very generous, and it's right time, right? I don't know, wherever you are in the world, it depends on if you're going back to work or not, but I think the 6,000 can come in really handy. So it is a global promotion. It's every region that we are in business in, which is 150 plus countries. And so it's how you do this is to accumulate new personal group volume and advance in ranks to Sapphire Executive. Now the promotion started May 1st and it ends June 30th at 11:59 Eastern time in the US, okay? So you want to get this done before the 30th so you can celebrate, okay? And earn up to $6,000 in bonuses. Now, how we build this is to achieve the rank of Sapphire. There's you, obviously, you see the picture there. And what you do is you want to share the business. Now Samson's going to go over all the details of who you should speak to and how you should build. So what you want to do is you want to actually, Samson, do you want to touch on this part?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure. In regards to becoming a Sapphire, in the compensation plan, you have to win the money, you have to reach the rank of Sapphire and also have enough sales volume, right? So here, this slide represents the structure of how big your team need to be for you to qualify as a rank for Sapphire. Okay, and all those people, they are distributors. Okay, that means they all have all bought at least 100 points of product or more and within a month as a distributor. So the first row below you are what we call in the industry your frontline or your level one, right? The people that you personally know and they want to be a part of the business, or in our case also, or a wholesale customer, But if you have this, and then they share with other people, and minimum each of these 12 people on your level one have two other business partners below them, and that means they have started to grow their team, or they also qualify for commission. So this is the structure. So you have minimum on your level one, 12 people who each have in their team another two or people or more on their left and right side. So minimum, you see 12 plus 24 is 36 minimum. Now, from experience, my own experience, for me, starting in the business where obviously I started on day one where Jeunesse was like underground, okay? It's like nobody knows what Jeunesse is, okay? So, it took me a little longer. We started from zero, but I sponsored more than 20 people on my level one before I got to Sapphire, because some people come in, they might work, and some people come in, they might not work, right? Because some people, they just want to come in as a distributor, get wholesale product, right? So so that's the case. So this is the structure of a Sapphire. And then as you can see here, the 12 perfectly sponsor executives, minimum 3 on each side. So you have the left and right team. It doesn't matter which side, and so the 12 can be divided into 3 executives on one side, 9 on the other, or 4 and what? 8, right? Yeah. What else? 5 and what? 7, or 6 and 6, right? Or vice versa. So
minimum 3 on one side, right, Samson?
Minimum 3 on one side. Yeah, 3 executives on one side. All right, go ahead. Next slide.
So how do we find this promotion? First of all, to participate, what you have to do is you have to actually go to My Business on your back office, and then you go down to Shoot for Sapphire 2021. And it'll say, by clicking here, you are agreeing to participate in Shoot for Sapphire 2021. When you select that, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you to confirm. So you just hit OK. And then to find more details about this, what you do is you go to Tools. And then Tools, from there, you go to Distributor Information, and whatever region you are, you select it. For this example, I use North America. And then you'll go to this page, North America. It'll scroll all the way down, and you can find more details at this website here. It's a link on your back office. You just tap on it, it'll pop up, okay? And then you come to this page, will pop up, then you scroll all the way down till you find Shoot for Sapphire promotion. Samson, this is where all the details are with everything that you need to understand how to reach Sapphire. Now, you talked a little bit about personal group volume, okay? Now, personal group volume is the people that you sponsored into the business, the 12 people you sponsored. When they purchase packages and the points, the commissionable volume, the CV that you achieve, that's part of your personal group volume. It's not spillover, but it's just from the people that you build personally and the people they build into the business. So Samson talks about the 12 people that you personally sponsor, and each one of those 12 people sponsor 2 people. That whatever purchase they make, wholesale, retail, the packages, those all accumulate to that group volume. Now, what you want to achieve is the cumulative of 7,500 personal group volume. You earn that $3,000 bonus. Now, that's just a bonus on top of the commissions you'll earn. Now, once you still, again, you're a Sapphire distributor. Remember, you have 12 executives. And then once you push up to 15,000 personal group volume, you get an additional 3,000. in the totaling of $6,000. That's how you earn that. Now, this is pretty amazing, Samson, because before they didn't have the $3,000 breakdown. You had to achieve the 15,000 group volume. But now they broke it down, so you get to one step, then you could push to the next level. So it's really remarkable how generous the company has been. Now, again, this shows the two Sapphire to earn the $6,000. Again, Sapphire executive, 12 people with two people each, so 12 executives, and then you earn the $3,000 when you hit the personal group volume 7,500, and up to 15,000 personal group volume $6,000. Okay. Anything else you want to touch on this, Samson?
No, but I think it's good money. Do you want to unshare that real quick?
Yes. It's great money.
No, so I was just gonna say it's about this much money. Okay, it's about this much money. This is about.
I don't think I have enough on me.
6,000 cash right here. Okay.
I don't think
So-
I need a couple more of these.
Yeah, 6,000 right here.
Wow.
It's pretty thick.
You-
Just for fun.
I'm coming over.
Okay, you're coming over. Okay.
You know that's amazing you said it, because when people see what really is and what can it do, right? Because you can read it on the website, you can read it here, but when you show that money, can you show that one more time? Just fan it out like that.
I don't know how to do it your way, okay? but it starts with like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then it goes like this, right?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Now, can you do this for us?
No, I cannot. It'll fly all over the place. No.
Okay.
No,
So
but
again,
all kidding aside, just no. Well, actually, if you think about it, boss, what if you make that money, right? And then you take it and then you go and you get your check or you get a deposit to the bank, right? You know what would be fun? If you go to the bank, you tell the teller, let me withdraw that 6,000 just to see how much it is. And then you say, yeah, you know, that hard work is worth it, right?
yeah.
All right. Okay.
And then you could also share with them, do you know how to make this kind of money? That's another way to have somebody ask you. Of course we want to know, right?
I know. Anyway, I mean, it's just for fun, okay? All kidding aside. No, but you know, the thing is, a lot of people lose sight of their goal. And I think what we have to do is, if we're going to be serious about, you know, the promotion, which we are, that's why we're here, okay? And that's why all these people are on here. Okay. Think about what you're going to do with that money. Now, if you hit that 6,000, that's only the extra bonus. You also are making commission, right? So from your cycle bonus, from your matching bonus, you know, you have from May 1st to all the way to end of June, the last day of June. All right. So that's a long time. Don't lose sight of it. Now, don't lose sight of it, because you could make more. Obviously, more than 6,000, because you're going to have your retail sales bonus when people sign up. You have other people buying product, so etc. So it'll be good. All right. So I would say that if you want the money, okay, don't only say it. You have to commit to it. Okay. And then how to commit to it is by making a decision to do it. Now, nobody can tell you how to make the decision. You have to decide for yourself. All right. Now, if you're going to commit to it, okay, one of the things the first thing I would say is, you know, from working the business, is that it'll be good to know exactly what is involved on the run to complete the promotion. Okay. Wouldn't it be nice to know what happens during the time, what you need to do? Wouldn't it be nice?
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, like Boz explained, you know, the promotion, if you're not Sapphire, you're right now, you're qualified to make that money. All right. And we're talking about pay rank, right? That means if you look in the back office, you log in, it will, you know, in the first page on your dashboard, it will say what rank you're being paid at. All right. The next thing is, you got to go to your My Business menu, go to sponsorship report, and see exactly how many more team members you need to fulfill the structure of Sapphire. It will show you in your sponsorship report how many people on your level one are qualified. Qualified means, again, having one person on the left, one person on the right, for example. All right. Okay. So you know exactly how far away in your team structure to reach to reach Sapphire. Next, of course, is the sales volume, right? And that you keep track of. The personal group sales volume is not only you, but it's your whole team that you started. That's through you. So from your level one down, level two, level three, etc., all the way to infinite level. All right. So here's the thing, you know, I always apply that rule. I always say, you know, I would say that you're one person away from explosion, right? So you don't know who's going to come in your business. You got to fight all the way to the very last day, sometimes the last hour, sometimes the last minute, to key in the orders to qualify either your Sapphire structure or the personal group volume. Boss, you have something to say?
Yes, I wanted to ask you, Samson. So when you said that the personal group volume, that's from the people you personally sponsor, that doesn't have to be start from May 1st. It could be people who's already in your business from before. When they buy something, that counts for the personal group volume also, right, Samson?
That's right. Anybody in your team
that you personally sponsored and
they buy the product or they sell the product, right? You get the volume as long as they're in your group. That's how it works. Okay. So now, once you know what's the structure that you have now and how much volume you need to create, you got to get started. You make a decision, you commit to it by making a decision. Now, one thing is we always talk about the rules of the game, right? So Voss, maybe you can share with the people out there, what are some of the rules of the game?
Well, first of all, the rules of the game are really make the decision, right? Once you make that decision, how does the structure, what is the structure you want to start with? Because you have to start somewhere to get to the end goal of 6,000 or to be a Sapphire. I think I know one of the rules is really determine who you're going to be speaking to. That's really important because if you don't know who you're going to speak to, how do you start your business, right? How do you start a conversation? Right. And I believe writing that list, I've been taught this many times. It's the list makes the most important project to get started before you might have been in the business for a year or 2 years. And it's really important that you make a new, fresh list today. Okay. I would make that list as big as you can. Let's say if you shoot for 20 people, like Samson said, he sponsored 20 people to really discover 12 people out of the 20 people to say, I want to do the business, not just a product user, but I want to do the business. I think, Samson, by doing that, you know who you're going to speak to.
Right.
Now, part of that is, go ahead, Samson.
No, well, I was going to add on that is that to sponsor 20 people, you probably have to talk to 50, 60, 70, 80 people. Okay. Now, you can do that in a month, or you can do that in 1 week. Which one do you want? Make a decision, right? Why make a decision? Because you got to commit the time, right? So to let's say if you want to sponsor 20, 25 people, and let's say 12 of those people become executive, want to do the business, hey, you'll make it. So the rules of the game, know what to expect, right? So like you said, you can have your contact list, put the most open people at the top, put the most influential people at the top, put the people with the biggest network at the top, put the people who are the party animals at the top. They know a lot of people. Put the people that love to talk. If you don't like to talk, put those people you love to talk at the top. Okay, so leverage them. Okay, so they know people that you don't know, right? So the art of our business, the art of growing our team of marketing power, is to find people who are entrepreneur, who want something more. And all those characteristics are, who are open, who are curious, who is not allergic to money, who are hungry even, So put those people at the top and go through them as fast as possible. What I mean is, what do you do? Peak interest, right? And then you want to invite them to a presentation or a talk, with the upline, right? So that's how it works. Now, I would say that, for me, it took me around 20 people to get the Sapphire. All right. Because to find 12 people that are interested. And now the next step is obviously the people that you personally sponsor, they're your level one, right? Now, and then, but to be Sapphire, they have to sponsor at least one distributor on each side also, right? So how do you do that? Well, I would recommend the following, and many of you have heard me said before. When people join Boss, let me ask you, a good question. Let me ask you this question. When somebody signs up with me, I'm going to ask the boss, okay, how soon you want to make your money back?
Right away. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't want to take long.
Right away, right? Okay.
Yeah, right away.
So folks, boss, you notice he says he's an entrepreneur, and he said right away, because entrepreneurs and business owner know the first step in the business is get your money back, right? Okay. So first goal, make your money back. Okay. So then I would say, boss, since you want to make the money as soon as possible, right? Okay. Hey, do you have maybe half an hour to an hour right now?
Yeah, if I want to make my money back.
People who are just like you, who are excitable, who want to make money, who are go-getters. You know what? For the next half hour to an hour, I'm available. You contact them, look, see if they're interested in doing a business together, and put me on the phone. And then put me on the phone. Do a three-way with me, or we can do WhatsApp or FaceTime. Well, FaceTime, I don't know if you can do multiple, but WhatsApp, you can do that. WeChat, you can do that. Other apps, communication apps, you can do that, where you have multiple people on the call with video, right? So that's how, boom, you can get started right away for your new people immediately, right? Now, the rules of the game, part of it is this. We can look at people as like apples, for example, right? There's 3 types of apple: a red, green, and a rotten apple. Okay, so the red apples are the people that are ready. They are ripe. They're ready to go. Now, the green apple are the ones that are not quite ripe. Maybe they want more information, or maybe they have something to have to think about, or they have some questions in their mind. Okay. Now the rotten apples, when you stick your hand in a basket of apples and you feel something squishy and all that, and you're like, oh, what's this on my hand? Anyway, so rotten apple are the people that not interested, or maybe even negative. What you want to do is throw them away. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean, right? But get over it and get past it. I mean, spend as little time as possible on those kind of people, because you don't have time for that. If you make a decision, right? If you commit to doing that. Now, so you got to go through to sponsor 20, okay? I would say probably you need to go through 60, 70, 80 people. So look, so you got to go through those people as fast as possible. The one that say no, or maybe, hey, you know what? You don't have time. You got to find the people that are red apples right away. Because those people will be worth your time. Because boss, they'll be just like you, for example.
And
they will want to make the money back right away. They would talk to their friends right away. See, those people, you know what? If you work with those people, man, you know what kind of business you have? A pretty exciting business. Yeah, right? So that's what we want to do. That's the real part of doing the business. A lot of people that say, business seems so hard, but you know why? Because they're going too slow, and they're hanging on every maybe or no, but rather the time and focus should not be on those, but the people that you want to find they're ready now. Okay, then that's the difference between somebody really, going at it, loving the business, and the people that are kind of just going slow about it, right? I mean, some of the people we have online, they know, because we have some partners on here that been here for maybe 6 months, a year, a few years. They know you want to get an environment and be surrounded by people who are excited, who are on fire, who want something out of life. They want something, and they're willing to go get it, and you guys are working hard, spreading the message out there, right? So that's a very important point. And so the second thing, boss, I would highly recommend is to talk to people every day,
Mhm.
right? Wouldn't you agree? If you're committed,
Yeah,
6,000,
yeah,
$6,000, boss.
yeah. No,
Extra,
it really, it makes a
extra.
difference. Yeah, it
It's a,
makes a difference to talk to people every day, Samson.
yeah, even
So
if
true.
it's half an hour to an hour, or
Mhm.
just bump into people and getting to know them. And look, nowadays, look, there's a lot of things happening. Maybe people have lost touch with each other. Call them up.
Mhm.
Ask what's going on with you? How are you? Long time no talk. Show them your care.
Mhm.
So when people know you care, they're open to listen to anything.
Mhm.
And that's how we break through people.
Yeah,
I think for me, I haven't talked to a few friends for a long time. Well, I'm gonna call
yeah,
them. Hey, long time no talk. How's the wife? How's the kids?
yeah.
Like we have friends in Canada. Another lockdown, extended for
Mm,
another 2 weeks.
mm,
I feel
mm,
for them. Okay, but you know what?
mm,
What's going on?
mhm.
Because because life is much more than this business or about being locked down or about being afraid of COVID. Life is more than that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you make how you create your own life.
Mhm.
You with your mindset, you have certain perception about life.
Mhm.
And, you create your own. So what kind of life you want? You want to create
Mhm.
one where it's very slow and everything is a struggle, or you want to create one that's going like this.
Yeah,
Look,
snappy.
yeah, boss, you got to reject the rejections before they reject you.
Yeah,
Before
I think it's
they're
really
done.
about being intentional, right? Really being
Yeah,
intentional when you speak to
sure.
people, not hiding around the bush. Oh, they're gonna feel that.
Yeah,
I mean, be calm with excitement. Hey, listen, Samson, I have something to share with you, and I just want to catch up, see what's going on with you.
yeah,
Just make that intention because if you come out of the bushes like, oh, let me tell you about Jeanette, they might say, whoa, this is not what I thought this call was something else. But if you make it intentional, Samson, I think people are more open to listening. Okay, boss did say that this call is intentional. He said he had something to share, and
yeah.
now we're going to get to know each other.
That's right. And the most powerful thing is being vulnerable and authentic.
Mm,
You know, you got to maybe, for me, like when I talk to people, I prep it, right? And
mm,
just like you said, intentional. We
mhm,
can we can come from the head where we have a motive, and this is what we're going to talk about. This, and you got to come up with a strategy and what to say and all that. But instead, come from the heart with, just like you say, your intention, and just let it flow. That is the easiest way. And be vulnerable about it. Have fun with it. Be treat other people as human beings. Yeah, that's very important. And actually, this little thing that me and you just talk about, having the intention and really be authentic about it, okay, be vulnerable about it, it actually creates a very duplicable action, because anybody can do that, you know.
yes.
So if, from people who know how to talk, from people who don't know how to talk, they somehow the message gets through, you
Mhm.
know.
I
So
mean, I think what happens, Samson, is a lot of the time when people join, they think they have to know everything. Instead of just, I mean, how do we normally have a conversation with people, right? We just have a conversation.
that's right. You can talk about family, you can talk about work, you can talk about whatever else is happening on the news, you can talk about kids, you can talk about, man, when's the last time we traveled, and etc. Right? So we, nobody. When I talked to a friend of mine who's a lawyer, okay, a couple months ago, I haven't talked to him in a while, and he's like, we're talking about what's going on, in the world, and he's like, he's so sick and tired of it, right? I said, yeah, me too. We got to do something about it. Okay, this is something we can do, right? That's how it works. Okay, so now let's go on. So that's how we can warm up and invite people, because if they're open to something, to creating something in this quote unquote pandemic, okay, well, here's a chance, here's an opportunity, right? So you know what? Hey, let me introduce you to my very good friend and also my partner in the business.
Mhm.
This is something very exciting that they can tell you more about it in a more detail. I know you're going to have questions. I might not have all the answers, but I just want to make sure that you're taken care of. But then it's important to edify that person. Okay. So for me, in my mind, Voz, I've always
Mhm.
thought it like this. Okay. For example, Voz, me and you are friends.
Mhm.
So we have like a link. We're linked to each other, right? As friends, right?
Mhm.
We're
Mhm.
linked by what? Trust.
Just, yeah.
Okay. So now, if we introduce a third person in, let's say I have
Mhm.
a friend that you don't know.
Mhm.
Okay. So what I would do, I would introduce him to link that trust with the new person. So I edify that person. I'd say good things about them and tell them my story with them. I tell them how much I trust them in certain ways, right? And I say, boss, you would love that person.
Mhm.
They are a good person. And,
Mhm.
I've known them for how long, et cetera, et cetera.
Mhm.
Okay. I say, so it's like a baton of trust. You
Mhm.
two have one, and then you pass it on to the other person so that all three of you are in this trust.
Mhm.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
circle
because they're
of
not
trust.
strangers at that point. Really,
Yeah.
someone said the trust is already built there. Mhm.
Yep, exactly. So that's how you can edify your sponsor or your business partner, right?
Mhm.
So then then you do introduction, and then you let your sponsor or business partner know who your friend is, how you know each other, and what they are interested in.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, a lot of people though, they end up edifying their friend versus their sponsor. What I would highly recommend, the best practice is to edify your sponsor or leader, and then just a simple introduction for your friend, except add on to that, what are they excited about? What they want to change.
Mhm.
Okay. So now, so this is an exercise. So as you go down your list, you have a list of people
Mhm.
and you're calling and, see how they are and all that. Don't take any more than 5 to 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay. And then just go on, keep calling. Oh, you know what? I gotta call another person. No, great conversation. Let me catch up with you. Look, if they're open, then you know what? Let's make a time. And you have another a few minutes now. Let me introduce you. No, if they're open, right? Hey, you have
Mhm.
a few more minutes. I don't want to take up all your time, but let me introduce you to my business partner now. And
Mhm.
then you start talking about them, right? And then you
Mhm.
put them together on the phone. So
Yeah, I have a quick question, Samson.
yeah,
The reason that you edified the business partner rather than the person, your friend who you're introducing your business partner, what's the purpose of that?
so that they will respect them.
Mhm.
Respect what they say, respect who they are. It's
Mhm.
very important. Yeah. And again, it's about trust. So you need
Mhm.
to be edifying your sponsor or leader the whole time. Okay.
Mhm.
Saying good things about them. Look, if they're like, I only work with people who are good people.
Mhm.
So it's always from my heart. There's no way for me to to edify somebody who I don't feel good about.
Yeah.
You get it?
So true. So
Yeah,
true.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
we have to be upfront. We have to be authentic. That's
Yeah.
part of building. That's a big part of building the business. As a lot of time on and off the webinar, I'm the same, right? On and off
Yes.
stage, I'm
Oh
the same.
yeah. Yeah.
You know me for years now, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
so all of us in our team, we're like that,
Yeah.
yeah, because we're all on this journey together,
Together. Yeah.
right?
And it's
So
completely different from the workplace, Samson, because the workplace, you go there and you have to deal with the coworkers, the supervisors. So you have to put on this face. But here we have a choice. Actually, who do we want to work with? If
yeah,
there's something that I don't like about that person, I don't want to work with them because I don't want that bad energy in my team. So
yeah.
I want to have conversations with people who are up to big things, want to create something, or entrepreneurs or successful people. That's who I want on my team. And I think it's really, really important that you said that.
Well, and on top of that, since you brought it up, our vulnerability and our authenticity, our story, can actually be inspiration to other people around us.
Mm.
Like, inspiration gives people hope.
Mhm.
So what it's important here, a lot of people ask, so how do I lead my team? All right. Well, the most simple way is lead by example.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you, for example, when you run the promotion, announce to your team that you're running for it. Are they in it together?
Mhm.
Right? So, and why are you fired up about it? What are you
Mhm.
going to do with that money? How's it going to make you feel? What is your story about? Right? Why are you running for the promotion? And what if you succeed? What's going to happen? Okay. So your simple communication announcement to your team that you're doing that, it could be an inspiration for them to, hey, you know what? Yeah, if Samson or Voss going to do it, why not? We can give it a shot, right? And here's the thing. See, I have coached many leaders around the world, and they are some of the most, some of these people are incredibly amazing, a real inspiration to me. Because some of these people, they are fighters. Do you know people who are fighters?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No matter what happens, they
No
are
stops.
they are going all the way to the very last hour, very last minute.
Yeah.
Those
And they
are,
don't take no for an answer.
yeah, well,
They just keep
well,
going.
they are the real inspiration, right? That fighting spirit, never giving up. So that's why this business is duplicatable. We can have quote unquote activities, but what's the content of those activities? How we go about these activities? I can tell you, yeah, we got to talk to 60, 70, 80 people to maybe sponsor 20, and then we got to help them sponsor 2 each. Okay, that's the activity. But what I'm telling you now, besides activity, there's a whole other side to the business. It's called the human side.
Mm-hmm.
The power, the energy of the individual. This is a business of agency. We represent something. But the most important thing you represent is yourself, or who you are, your authentic you. Because you know what? People come into the business for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Some, they have money, but they're in it to do something for themselves, their own self-esteem, to maybe learn something, to challenge themselves. Other people, they don't have money. They just want to do something for themselves and their family, a better future in a way. You see? But all of us in life, we have our ups and downs, right? We have a moments of glory and a moments of despair, right? Moments of triumph, moments of fear, right? We all have that. So when we can come into this authentic self, you are the most powerful person. And you can accomplish almost anything. Okay, that's the truth. I've seen it happen over and over and over again with people around the world. So,
And at that point, Samson, people are attracted to you and who you are and what you're out to create in the world. It's about making that difference for others. If I look at it as what's in it for me, what's in it for me, yeah, our business will grow. But if I really look at what's in it for Samson or what's in it for the person that I'm speaking to, if I'm attracting them to my business to be part of the family, if I focus on that, the authenticity, as you said, it comes through. It comes through your language. It comes through the way you're being. And that's what people want, because now there's so much stuff going on in the world. They want some real people, authenticity, and not lies. They want to hear the truth about things, right? And if, like you said before, it's really about you said something you said I wanted to touch up on. People don't care how much you know about this business. They just want to know how much you care about them, because Jeunesse doesn't mean anything to them. The promotions or the accolades that Jeunesse does nothing. It means nothing to them till I mean, they know that there's something in it for themselves.
that's right. And that brings to a point, is that the company is there, the products are there. We've all of us on this webinar have experienced the products. So we know it's real. The company, most of us, well, almost all of us have gotten paid from the company. So the money is real, right? But what makes it even more real is our own agency, how we are, how we represent it. That makes the biggest impact. That makes it totally real for the other person. Your story, your experience is powerful.
It's validation.
Every single one of you out there, don't underestimate it. Now, so from there, and it brings to a point what you were mentioning, boss, is that what you want to do is do the business every day. You got to commit to it. Be a leader. Lead by example. So when you do something and you get result, you know what? Make sure your team do the same thing, right? Go for the best practices. Now, for example, I just share with all of you out there how to pique interest and then invite. What I share is the best practice. All right, now, but even better is I just want to make sure, because we are in the arena of technology. It's important to remember, and many of you have heard me before, where there's high tech, there needs to be high touch. High touch means the touchy feeling things that humans do to,
Yeah.
to show that you care about them, to show that you take care of them, right? So good customer service, right? Good communication, right? High touch, where high tech, you need the high touch, right? So it's important that we execute the best practice with authenticity and care and a follow-up. Okay, so what your leaders will do is, you know, they will guide you step by step. And once you do that action, what you need to do is get back with the leader to tell them what happened and let them give you the feedback. So the shortcut, see, people always ask for shortcut. The shortcut is to ask questions, do, and then the leader give the feedback. The feedback loop is very important. If you don't get feedback, you don't know what you're doing right and you don't know what you're doing wrong. Because getting result, you want to get consistent result. You don't want to you just don't want to do one way and get one result and then never get result again, because that one way was kind of like an outlier. Okay, like something that's a fluke. Okay,
Yes.
You want to have activities, the best practices that's consistent. So like what I share with you, you warm up, you said hello and catch up, talk about family, friends, job, money, finances, what's happening in the world. Are they, what's happening? Are they looking for something? Are they hungry? Do they want more? All right. Do they need an opportunity? Right. And then invite. Right. So, and then how I say edification, right? Edify your sponsor or leader, right? And then introduce your friend, and then also tell them what they're excited about, right? In your conversation, right? Now that's pretty simple, right? And then let your leader or sponsor talk for you on the call, right? Now, I did not mention text. You notice that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not personal.
No, exactly. High touch. It needs to be personal. You need to get close to them. You need to talk to them with the voice. So if you don't communicate with the voice, there's no power. According to NLP, neuro linguistic programming, with a particular way of communication or a study of communication, 7% of communication is your words, right? Okay, so it's just 7% is the words. So if you text, it's only 7% of the communication bandwidth you are using to communicate, right? Yeah. And then you have maybe about let me see, what is let's see, 7%. You have 3, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you have 38% of it. Okay, 38% is tone and context of how you communicate, right? You can say, for example, I love you, and say, I love you, or I love you. All means different things, right? Yeah. Okay, right? Okay, so 38% is context or tone, all right? Now, 55%, you know what that is? Is body and facial language. Nowadays, when I watch TV, I'm not going to talk about politics, but when people are on the podium talking, I'm looking at their face and how they talk. Oh my gosh, you can tell if they're lying, if they're trying to convince you. You can see everything. When somebody keeps trying to convince you and they're shaking their head all the time, if I say, boss, this is the best company. I know, I can't believe it. And they keep shaking their head. You know what that means? They're trying to convince you, but inside, subconsciously, they don't believe it. That's why they're shaking their heads. Now, stuff like that. I just want to throw it out there because it's a lot of fun when you start to notice all these things, okay? Yeah. So body language is very important. Look, if I talk to you with my arms crossed and keep looking around all the time, you're like, how can I trust this guy? Right? If people don't look you in the eye or always keep looking away, look, it's one thing when they look away to think. It's another thing when their eyes keep shifting. Just the eyes, not their head, right? so anyway, it's just some fun stuff I want to share with you. So to communicate, it has to be high touch. Yeah. With the voice, video is the best. If you have some slides, if you prep them for formal presentation and you're going to use Zoom, that with slides, and you have to use Zoom, right? So anyway, so then again, Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to touch on what you said about the high touch. Now, most people, Samson, they text because they're afraid that they may say no, or they're not certain for themselves.
Yeah.
And people can, people can see that there is no high touch, as you said. And if
Yeah.
you're confident in what you're representing, or the person that's your sponsor, or the person that you look up to in your upline, when you have that confidence, it's easy to capture that confidence. And
Well,
when you
yeah,
yep,
and you're exactly right. But here's the thing, and here's the thing that let me point it out before you point it out. Okay, is that is that is that is that look? A lot of people are used to using text.
yes.
It has very little convincing power. You're very likely to get a note by texting
Mhm.
rather than get them on the phone. If it's important enough, tell me about. I want to hear more, right? If it's not that important, yeah, let me just text it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like if you believe it's going to change your life, well, you got to be so excited that you would call them up at midnight to tell them about it. Oh my gosh, you can't believe what I saw today. It's like, hey, you know what time it is? I'm so excited. Okay, no. If it's that important to you, make it important. If you don't treat it, if you don't present it or treat it or act as if it's important, they won't feel that it's important. Okay, you're a mute boss, just FYI. Okay, so okay, so what we got to go through is you got to go through a lot of numbers. Okay, you got to go through a lot of people. I highly suggest to take actions every day.
Mhm.
Look, even if you do part time, look, you put aside 30 minutes. Okay, just 30 minutes even, or maybe 1 hour to talk to 10 people a day.
Mhm.
That's 50 people a week if you do 5 days a week, or 60 people if you do 6 days, 70 people if you 7 days a week. That's through 10 and see where it goes. Have some fun, you know? And again, these phone calls, of course, it has to be, you got to catch them at the right time so they're not flaky and you don't want to waste their time. So you got to be dynamic and have some fun and, get into the good conversation with them. Before you talk about, it's not about Jeunesse. It's not. It's about them, it's about you, it's what's happening. So that's easier subject matters to connect with them and then find out if they're open or not. So now from the people who do product, well, that's product. All right, so if at the end of the day, if they decide not to do the business, they can also be a consumer.
Yeah.
Right, hey, you know what, it's good for you, you want to be more healthy because you know on TV, they always talk about the sickness rather than being healthy.
Mhm.
Hey, we are here to talk about being healthy too.
Mhm.
And that's the thing. You can't be, if you have a good immune system like young people do, you fight it off, no problem. Asymptomatic, no symptom whatsoever, even from the COVID. So
I
that's
have a question, Samson. What about the people who share the product first rather than the business? What happens in that scenario when people do that? Because some people fall in love with the product, even though they were spoken to about the
well,
business.
it's very important that they share their own story.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, if you want to build to be a Sapphire, okay, so you need business partners.
Mhm.
So you got to share with the business. Okay, the product, in a sense, for me, it's like a tool to make money. I get physical benefits from there. Stay young and all that. Except they don't sell hair dyes yet.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah, there you go. Okay, but I do use the reveal. Okay, but anyway, so from a product standpoint, from people who are focused on the product, well, you know what? You have your own story, right?
Mhm.
That's why. But there's a business attached. Why are you sharing? Well, not only because look, we can go to a department store and buy products,
Mhm.
okay? But there's no opportunity there.
Mhm.
So share your story
Mhm.
because your friend trusts you. They will listen
Mhm.
and share your story of what happened to you, how you got in it, okay? And see if it's for them.
Mhm.
If not, try the product because it will help you. Well, all of us use the product.
Yeah.
If we don't believe in it, we wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I truly believe that these products are, I think it was, you shared a story a while back, Samson, that your mom shared, said that it's your social responsibility to share this with people.
Yeah. If you know for a fact that it can help them, you should share with them. It's up to them to say yes, to buy it or not, but you got to share. And the easiest way, the most authentic way is your own story. Share your skepticism, share what took you from maybe not to buying the product and using it, and then share with them what you saw, and how it worked on you and how you see it work on other people. That's what you share. It's
experience.
Yeah. Now, if you go that way, though, in general, I've seen that go a little bit slower. Okay. You can sell product.
Yeah.
Okay. But to create the team, it's a lot slower. All right. So you probably have to go through way more people than 60, 70, 80 people to sign up 20 on your level one. And then you got to like pull teeth for them to open their contacts to you because they're just still trying the product. Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay. So there's a difference when we build a business. Okay. The business, the way I look at it is this. This business is very similar to any other business in terms of retail or stores, etc. The only difference is that we don't have to have inventory. We don't have to do the shipping. We don't have to do any of the administration. We just do the marketing. And what is marketing but just sharing a message? Facts tell, stories sell. Okay, facts tell. People get bored with facts. There are people who are into the facts, but it's always an emotional buy. We make decisions based on our emotions. Okay. So that's why certain things we talk about the logical part, but we need to talk about the story. The story is what actually convinces people. But it has to be, for me, it should be authentic story. And it's not about crafting a story, but there's a better way. There's always better ways, better words to use in telling a story one way than another. Okay, but you got to keep it authentic. So we get so people see right through it. Okay, now, so it's important that we know we keep our eye on the goal to create a structure of Sapphire, and then keep track in the report of how many PGV we got. Now, there's a 35% rule. So, for example, that you have 12 people on your level one. Okay. No, the maximum volume you can get from one leg to qualify is 35% of the ultimate promotion. Okay, so Voss, how many PGV you need to hit to get the $6,000?
15,000. You need 15,000 personal group volume.
Right. So the most you can get from the 12, any one person and their line down is 5,000. Okay, that's 35%, right? 1/3, right? Okay, so a little bit more than 1/3, right?
Yeah.
But you need at least the volume spread among the whole group. Okay. Okay. So now, what will happen is that it's about duplication, leading by example, right? Now, Voss, let me ask you: if you were running for the promotion and you happen to hit it by the end of May, what are you going to do for the rest of June?
To help my team members to achieve the same rank.
Okay, now let's turn it around. If I'm your team member, right? And I say, oh my gosh, Voss hit the promotion in May already. He got his $6,000.
Yeah.
I don't want to be left behind. Okay, so
let's go, Samson. We could do this. Again, we're all running together, right? It's one part of that team. The synergy's there. If one does it, others say, I could do the same.
That's right. So if you achieve the promotion earlier, it's more motivation for your team.
Yes.
See, that's how lead by example works. You take action, you achieve it, you become the inspiration and hope for your team. That's how it is. To be very honest, aside from this promotion, I hit diamond in 2011. Okay, November 2011. I was the 4th diamond in the company. I had no expectation. I have no idea what that means. And many of you don't. If you're not diamond yet, you wouldn't have any idea either. I was making some serious money. I'm like, okay, it's great. Well, over time, my team got bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So the next few years, I stayed at diamond from 2011 till 2015. Okay, now, at that time though, as a diamond, as the group got bigger, my paycheck just got boom, 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 went up 4 or 5 times from 2011.
Mhm.
I was making money faster than I can spend it.
I remember.
Isn't that a good feeling? Wouldn't that be a good feeling, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was working so much, I didn't have time to spend it, maybe except at the airport, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was doing
Yeah,
so
you were traveling everywhere.
a lot, okay? Now,
Yeah.
so, but here's the thing. At that time, our other diamond, Yvonne Yen had hit diamond. In 2015, she was running for diamond. It just by coincidence, I did not plan anything.
Mhm.
She hit double diamond, I hit double diamond on the same month.
I
Okay.
remember that too.
And you know, that was a big boost to the team.
Yeah.
And then I really recognized, you know what? Yeah, maybe I need to stretch a little bit because the income from being a diamond, because my group was huge, it was big money already. But when we all hit the double, when both of us hit the double diamond, it's even more incredible. So you know what? It's the best when you make money together with the people that come into the business with you. Okay, but it became a real inspiration for the people. So for you, like I said, lead by example. Boss, like with the example we're giving earlier, if you hit the promotion by end of May, you have a whole month. Your whole team can get the promotion. So let's put it this way: how you can create massive momentum, massive sales into your team is that you achieve it, and the more other people in your team achieve it, the more the excitement. And let me put it this way: in traditional business, you know, I was in the furniture business before, right? I have 3 stores. Every month, I would like at the beginning of the month, I would say, man, I got to work hard this month. I don't know how much I'm going to make this month. I don't know how many people is going to come through the store. I cannot control the economy. I don't know how much money I'm going to make this month, right? That's traditional business. Now, in our business, let me tell you, folks, this is where the money is. You will see it coming, okay? The more excited people you have, the more people making money around you and your team, the bigger your money that's coming the next month and the month after that and the month after that and the month after that. That's called momentum. Momentum is getting result and then more result and then more and more and more and more and more and more and building up like that, and the speed of it. I always say it's easier to work the business fast than slow. That's why I recommend you do the business every single day. You got to do something to move your business forward, even if it's half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, 8 hour, whatever, however many hours you work. Okay, so that's how you can build massive momentum. So in this promotion, the sooner you get to Sapphire, the sooner your team will get to Sapphire too. The more volume will come up, the more your commission pay plus the 6,000. See? So if you have a whole bunch of people doing it in your team, you're like, we're rocking the business. And then wait till what's come in July and August.
I know, I can't wait. You've been talking about it.
But we cannot tell them, okay? But here's the thing, and not because you trust me, okay? But I know what's coming in July and August. If you build a massive momentum in May and June, you're gonna make even more money in July and August because the promotion that's coming, it's like in line with it. Okay, now I can't not say what it is, but it's gonna be big, and just make some fast money. You know, actually, you know, today I was talking with a friend of mine in Asia this morning. He kind of dropped out. His life got busy. A lot of things happened, and you know, he's in Asia trying to, you know, really make a living for himself. But the last 3 years before he went back to Asia from US, he was doing okay, but after he went back, it's just going downhill. Okay, he's not doing well at all. He called me and said, "Oh, well, I haven't talked to him in months." He called me and said he wants to re-engage in the business. When I told him how much he can make, he's all, "Really? What do I need to do?" Right? And he's getting started again. See, people leave and they come back. So that's an exciting thing, you know. When lead by example, you know, how we talk, what do we talk about today? You got to, no matter what happens, you got to go, 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 go. All right. Now, there's no way for me or you to tell the folks out there how to overcome every little thing that comes up between now and end of June. Okay.
End of June. Yeah.
But all you have to do is keep in constant communication with your sponsor and your leader to ask questions, to ask him for help, to to have him do presentation for you, have him talk for you. Ask. That's the easiest way to overcome. And through the process, through the asking, maybe your friend have a question that you don't know the answer to, your sponsor leader know, they will do the answer. After a while, you will know all the answers, right? So that is training on the go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Besides feel, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. This is what I found. That's the best way to handle any objection. Practice that. Okay, with your sponsor and your leader. So you have all the very basic tools to do the business. The learning, you won't learn until you actually do it. If you're afraid to talk to people, look at it this way. It's a learning experience. The more people you talk to, the faster you will learn.
And the easier it becomes.
That's right. If I tell you, you have to sponsor a minimum 20 people to become Sapphire, because most of those people might not do the business. Maybe 12 out of 20 plus will do it. I already told you the odds. So talk to 50, 60, 70 people. You don't care who they are. You look for people who are open, sharp, entrepreneur, influential, know a lot of people, life of the party, people, and people love to talk. They're going to carry the business forward for you. That's how it works.
True. And one of the things I want to touch on is what you said. A lot of the times when people come aboard, they believe that the sponsor or the person, then the leader, is too busy for them. So I say to people, put those considerations aside, just call, because I guarantee you they would love to hear from you, because they want to help you build your business.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Look, your sponsor and your leader, they're there for you to lean on. They are support. Support, not only somebody who can do presentation and talk for you, but they're there for emotional support. That's why this business is easy. We get full support from, well, let me put it this way. People say, hey, is this a pyramid scheme? I said, you bet, but it's not this way. It's upside down pyramid. Well, I have to support everybody else. Okay. Okay. But anyway, I mean, this is why our business work, because it's people power. It's business through people. It's very, what I studied in college was business, finance. It's about money. I never studied about people. I had no idea how it worked. But now, through incredible experience, I get the whole gamut. Oh, life is much easier. I look at life very differently. So in this business, it is people business. If we treat people right, your business will be that much better. That's how it works. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah. So I would encourage all of you to get to your target ASAP. Now look, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, I've seen people hit Sapphire in 1 week, way faster than I could ever do, but they did it. There are people who can do that. Okay. So if you never thought that you can be Sapphire 1 week, if that's what your goal, give yourself the permission to hit Sapphire in 1 week. Okay. Or give yourself a permission, set a goal 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, because then the people that will come in after you, they will have a better chance to hit the same promotion with you. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Well, Samson, that was made simple for people to understand. Now we're out of time. What I got was just having those constant conversations on a daily basis till you hit the rank, and not only that, but then you support your team to do the same.
That's right. Over and over and over again.
Wow. Thank you, Samson. This has been a pleasure. And I'm really ecstatic about what you create and how you put it out there to make it so simple for people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just go out and do it. Make a commitment by make a decision for yourself and just go do it. Okay. Thank you, Voss. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Samson, for having me. Take care.
All
right, guys.
Okay.
Good night, good morning, good day to everyone out there. And we'll see you guys on the next training. Take care.
Take care.
If you see something for yourself, get back to the person who shared this video with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the official USGS YouTube channel to receive future videos.